When it comes to giving birth, it seems like there are so many options nowadays. If you've considered a home birth, Judith Schuler is here to tell us if they are actually safe. And Judith, actually, before we get to the safe portion, I'm actually kind of curious why you've heard of maybe soon-to-be moms even wanting to make this a consideration.
Well, let me give you some statistics. There are about 25,000 home births every year in the United States, and there are close to 4 million births, so it's not a very large percentage. But 25% of those are unplanned.
Okay.
Mom just didn't go into the hospital in time. Of the other 75%, which is close to 19,000, they are planned. But based on our own experience and based on what the American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists says, it's very risky for both mom and baby. And Dr. Curtis has been involved with the aftermath of home births, and he said it can be very treacherous for the mom and the baby. Let me give you some information. Do you know that around the turn of the 19th century, people started going to the hospital to give birth? And the actual numbers of infant deaths and maternal deaths and problems decreased dramatically. So being in the hospital, I mean, you know, it really made an impact.
Yeah. Well, and we were saying what makes it not safe. You said there's many reasons, and not just the ones that we're thinking like, well, yeah, if you're at a hospital, there's more people, there's more things available to you, but there's many reasons why.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, let me tell you why people want to give birth at home. Some people think it's more natural. Right. That my grandmother did it or my great grandmother did it, and people who live out in the countries where they don't have the hospitals and things, they give birth and everything works out. Other people, it's the cost. Labor and delivery can be pretty expensive. Yeah. So those are the reasons that they give. However, we know that for the baby, a first-time pregnant mother who gives birth at home, for the baby, the risk is twice as much for maternal death, infant death and infant mortality. Yeah. And as you were saying, once you get into the situation where you're giving birth at home and something goes wrong, what do you do? Yeah. You don't have, if baby needs oxygen, you might have the oxygen there, but if baby needs more intense measures, they're not available. Yeah.
And I think, I'd asked about that number that you said a year, and I asked if that was a lot or not a lot. And I was thinking, I've kind of seen this becoming more like trendy, I almost want to say. Like some celebrities do it, and then people are thinking, oh, I want to be like the celebrity that did it at home. So what do you actually recommend if this is a thought or a consideration for someone?
Well, you need to talk to your doctor about it. The danger is not just to the baby, it's to mom. First-time pregnant women who give birth at home have 2 to 3 times the problems that you would have. And if you have pregnancy complications, or if you're expecting multiples, that even gets worse. Now, I had a friend who gave birth at a birthing center here in Tucson, which you'd say, okay, that's not home, that's got more things. The baby was born, everything was fine. She had a retained placenta, which means she started hemorrhaging. And they could not do anything there because there wasn't a doctor there. There were certified nurse midwives and things. So they had to get an ambulance to come and get her and rush her to the hospital to save her life.
And those moments are ticking away.
And those moments are ticking away. So, it's dangerous to think that everything at home is going to be okay. It does work out for some people. But do you want to, after 9 months of carrying this baby, put your life and the baby's life at risk by having
final day?
Right. So I think if you are really set on having a home birth, you need to talk to your doctor about it. Talk to him or her about why, and then see if there's anything that they can do to make it a hospital birth more in line with what you want.
Exactly. And this is just a tip of the iceberg of what's in the book. You guys cover so many different topics. I'm going to remind everyone how they can get their hands on the book.
Thank you.
Judith, as always, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
To learn more about your pregnancy, make sure to check out Judith's series of books. For more information, just visit yourpregnancybook.com.